it's like the time to get to TBEX is like, it takes time, but once you actually get here, it moves so fast. It's like with a blink of an eye, the 4 days, it's over. And we're waiting to hear for where's the next one.
Welcome to Travel Matters, the official podcast of TBEX. Here are your hosts, the radio vagabond, Palabo, and TBEX CEO, Rick Calvert.
We are back here at TBEX Europe 2023. We are live for Travel Matters. And I'm with Elena Sergeeva. Did I say that right, Elena?
Yeah, Elena Sergeeva.
Sergeeva. Okay. So, Elena, you and I, we met in Phuket, Thailand, yeah?
Oh, we've met long before that. Last time we saw each other was in Phuket, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, were you in Ostrava, too?
Yes. This is my 7th TBEX.
7th TBEX?
So, my first one started from Greece, actually, in Athens.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you've been to many TBEXs.
Oh, yes. I'm a big fan.
What's the name of your blog?
It's Passion for Hospitality.
And how long have you been doing that?
Well, I started in 2012. It was something that I did because after I did my dissertation on luxury tourism and social media. So I saw there was a potential in the blogging industry because I come from a hospitality background and I used to work for marketing and sales of big hotel chains. Well, actually, Greg Hotel is one of them. So I used to work
for Greg Hotels?
Greg Hotel head office and first reservations department and then marketing department. So I was the link for the Russian market.
And did you start your blog while you were working there, or you just quit and started your blog?
I started my blog after when I was working for a hotel school, and because I was doing my dissertations, I continued to do my master's degree. And then in 2012, I decided that I wanted something a little more exciting in my life than a corporate job, and I followed the blogging dream. And that's 2014 was the first year I actually attended TBEX, and I saw how amazing this world is. And I was so inspired to continue.
So how far along were you with your blog when you came to that first TBEX?
I actually launched another blog, like it was more a destination one on Passion for Greece. When I went to TBEX, it was fairly new. So I was really a newbie, but not in the marketing perspective from experience and working with
right. You understood the industry.
I understood the industry, yeah. And I knew there was a future. Like I saw it, I was like, this is the new thing. This is the future. But when I saw the extension of the event and like how organized it was and how many people were actually doing it, I was surprised and I was like really excited. I was very motivated after that. And this is the reason actually I started Travel Bloggers Greece, the network that is almost like 8 years.
How many members are in the group?
We have 10 members and we have international ones as well. So a few of our friends that we've kind of adopted is Todd Hatta is one of them. Mansoura has been a speaker at TBEX as well.
Yep.
And so they've traveled to Greece with us many times, so they kind of join our group.
So you host other bloggers, or at least you give them tips on what to do when they come to Greece.
Yes, and bloggers always call us that we're great ambassadors to our country because I personally as well, I attend many travel events, so WTM and ITB as well, and ATM. I used to go to Arab Travel Market a lot. That's where I used to see Shane a lot as well.
Yep.
And we always meet up with friends, whoever comes to Athens, and if they need tips, and I sometimes help with setting up bloggers with potential partners and collaborators. So we do that, yes.
So when would you say your blog started to take off for you?
So I was I was blogging, but I decided to create a business, a content boutique business agency, and I was writing content for other people as well. And
helping them with content marketing.
Yes, exactly. So it was kind of like my blog. I never did it like full time. So I was, there's always like other projects involved. I have several travel websites. So I tend to wear many
When you
hats.
say several, how many travel websites?
3. I have 3.
Okay.
So It's a lot. I know it's too much. One is too much to handle, but it's just like sometimes I get excited about new projects and I jump on into something, and one of them actually was JayWay Travel.
Let's come back to that in one second. I want to ask you about JayWay. So you're speaking at this TBEX.
I just did my talk.
You just did your talk,
yeah.
And you talked. Your title was Destination Blogging, Community and DMO Partnerships, Value and Opportunities. So explain that. What exactly were you talking about?
So we were talking about Travel Bloggers Greece. So this is it's a project that I launched after my first TBEX, and it's something that we've been working on for 8 years. And we've worked with a lot of destinations, like 20 destinations in Greece, with more than hundreds of businesses
all over the country.
All over the country, yes, over the years. And the idea of this network was to educate the market on how to work with bloggers. And I remember your podcast the other day. You actually said that people need to be educated. And you would think still nowadays that although blogging has been around for so many years, people would know. But no, it can be a new concept to a lot of people, especially in smaller destinations and older generations that they have no idea what I mean, they might have heard it, but they don't know how to really make a good use of it.
And things are always changing. What you did 7 years ago isn't the same as what you're doing today.
No, that's, there are basics, obviously, that you still, carry forward. And in my talk, actually, we did a case study with Andros. It's one of the destinations we worked with during the pandemic. And we did several collaborations during the pandemic because people were open to seeing beyond, the crisis of like the world at a standstill. And we wanted to show how it is like the benefits of working with a local community. And like you said, it's easier for us because you don't need to fly us from across the world. And also we know the quality of our members and we actually know the destination and we know what we're asking for. So we're offering like a holistic package.
So you guys operate as a network with your group. Exactly. Where a sponsor could work with all of you or several of you on a campaign or on a long-term relationship. Exactly. And so not just one blogger at a time.
No. It's very transparent. We have all our members listed on our website. We have all the social presence actually. And over the years we built that and we got a lot of opportunities and media opportunities, especially from abroad through our website. Like in my talk, I presented how BBC Live connected and they invited, because during the pandemic, they wanted a real perspective from someone who's not connected to the government as well. And Skift actually also reached out during the pandemic to interview. And we had like a lot of different things come from our website, which we built over the years.
Yep.
Of social media, of course, yes, as well. But I still feel that our strong website presence and how we link building and the authority we gained in that sense also brings
the core goes back to the website and the blog.
Go back to the back. We are very much about blogs.
Which we, by the way, and you know this because you've been here a few times, we preach all the time.
I know.
We tell creators, you need to be building your own website, building your own blog, and always bringing your audience to you there.
I totally agree with you, and I support what you're saying as well. This is what I addressed as well in the talk. Is just, yes, you can offer a lot of things, but really, it's like what you said. At the end of the day, Instagram will change their mind about you. They'll block you, or TikTok is not going to be available anymore. And then, like,
the shelf life of that content is so much shorter than on a blog.
Exactly.
And brands tend to get starstruck, right, by the latest hot new thing and think, oh, we have to be on Instagram or we have to be on TikTok. When I heard bloggers in the shuttle coming down here a couple of days ago saying, brands get so much out of my relationship with them from my blog than they do from my social media channels.
That's true because the quality of content you put out there, you do an itinerary as well. I tend to do itineraries. Of course, there's like shorter posts with like, those top 10 villagers or something.
Yeah.
But really the ones of value are the ones that you outline what a person can do in 3, 4, 5 days, you name it. And then you give your restaurant recommendations, of course, places to stay. But it's like they have something to work with, right? Because we're talking about individual travelers. And
yes.
This is something that it's there. It's going to be there today, tomorrow.
They might be inspired by an Instagram photo or a story, but they're really going to get specific how to have your epic Greek vacation from your blog.
Exactly. That's it. And I don't think it's like any quick reel or anything. Yes, inspiration for sure. We need everything. But in terms of finding and being organized, our website is the best place to go.
So let's talk about JayWay. It was in Phuket, which is what I remember. You came up to me and said, hey, JayWay, I think they'd be interested in coming. And I don't know if you remember, I told you we've been chasing them for years.
Yeah.
So we're super happy. And I know Charlie's attended TBEX before, but we're very happy to have them here as a sponsor. Tell us about JayWay. Who are they? What do they do?
So JayWay was established in 2006 by Jay. That's why we got the name. And it started, Jay moved to the US. He was working there and started planning trips for his friends. So the first was Prague and Croatia. These are like the destinations. And late as the company grew, Charlie he's one of the first people to join the team. And I actually met with Charlie at TBEX in 2014 in Athens. So this is how our relationship started. Then we saw each other in Ostrava, and he's like, "Oh, Elena, we're coming to Athens. We're doing our team meeting there." And I was like, "Okay, like if you need anything, let me know." And when they came, he wanted me to meet Jay because Greece was not on the map yet. And, Greece is very much in demand. And so 2019, Jay asked me if I could help him put Greece on the map. So my role was to develop, as a consultant, to develop the destination, which I actually very well knew because of my extensive travels and blogging and building these relationships with the local municipalities, local businesses, doing all these tours. I had a wealth of experiences and I knew who would be great potential partners. So all these people from the blogging world that I met, I brought them into the business. And now actually they're really like, there's a lot of solid partners that are making a great income from JayWay.
So what countries does JayWay operate?
We have 30 plus countries
30
currently
plus.
So we're focused on Europe. We're Europe experts. Our business model works on custom tours. So we have we target the American market. Our average age group is 50 to 70. Although during the pandemic, and we have a great job of our marketing department as well, thanks to Charlie, we have an extended request from honeymooners, especially to combination tours of Italy and Greece. So
it's a good combination for a honeymoon.
It is. They want Greece and they want Italy. So that's our market, but we actually execute, private tours for individuals, and we have local experts in every country. So they take care of our clients on ground. So we do, concierge services.
How many people would you expect to see on one of your custom tours?
Usually the average 3 people, but so it's very intimate. It's very intimate. We get like 4, 6. We get a group of 18, but it's always people that know each other.
Okay.
So it's
so you're not on a trip with strangers.
Never. So it's like it's targeted, it's created, it's like customized to the needs of the guests and their family or their friends.
And is there an average time for the tours, or it's all across the board?
We have about a 8-day and then 10 days, and there's 14 days, but we also get clients traveling for 40 days, for example, as well.
So you've got several options. Mm-hmm. And 8 days, 10 days, that's pretty typical, nice long holiday, but you can do much, much longer if somebody wants to do that.
And we have sample itineraries on our website. So guests can actually go and request a custom sample trip.
Yep.
And then
to say, hey, I like this one, but I like to add
exactly
this city, or I'd like to add more wine experience or something like that.
We do everything. So it's just we give ideas for people to start work from, and then we adjust it according to the needs.
It's great. And how long has JayWay been working with bloggers? I know they've been coming to TBEX for a long time.
It's a long relationship. We've done several fam trips in the past. We've had bloggers. Our last one was the Georgia fam trip, but then, of course, over the pandemic, we stopped. So this is the first one, actually. And we recently added the Peloponnese to our offer. So this was our project during the winter. And I actually traveled in 2020 because there was no Americans coming into Europe. And so I took that time to expand and just to see the destination a little better, get ideas. And we started this winter, said, okay, this season we're launching Peloponnese. And now with TBEX, we're actually hosting 2 fam trips as well. Yep. So because it was a great opportunity to promote
the timing, obviously.
The timing's perfect. It couldn't have been better. But we have, I'm a blogger, let's say. That's how I was hired. And our concept is they want more people like me as well for our other destinations. So we're open now we want to expand, and we actually want to expand my new new role, which is I've been promoted to destination development for the whole company. So this is a new department that we're setting up right now, and to hiring people to actually, do what I did here in Greece.
Fantastic. So, Elena, what's your favorite thing about TBEX?
I feel it's become like a family because I've had so many friends here that I've met people and we've become great friends. It's always very motivational. You're always inspired. You're always okay, now I know why I want to do this after you talk to all these amazing people and how they succeeded. It's the best part is just you come, you interact, but we always feel that it's the time to get to TBEX is it takes time, but once you actually get here, it moves so fast. It's with a blink of an eye, the 4 days, it's over. And we're waiting to hear where's the next one.
Oh, we just go on a tour with JayWay after.
Yeah. Of course, we're going on a tour, but we can't wait to explore other destinations too.
Fantastic. Well, again, Elena, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you being here, speaking, bringing JayWay as a sponsor, coming to TBEX so many times. Thank you.
Family supports family, so that's
right.
what families do.
That's right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
You're listening to Travel Matters, the official podcast of TBEX. TBEX organizes the global gathering of travel creatives. The TBEX conference in fun and interesting destinations all over the world.
Welcome back to Travel Matters. We are still in Greece, and this is the last interview we're doing here because we're getting close to Last but definitely not least, we're getting close to the closing keynote, and our last guest here live is from Croatia. Welcome, Ivan.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to try to say your name, but I know that Rick will.
Ivan Bengeri.
Perfect.
Thank you, Ivan. So Ivan and I met when he was on a fam trip here to Kalamata before the show.
Really?
Yeah, because, again, they don't have a DMO here in the Peloponnese, and they wanted some bloggers to come and kind of see what it's like and
practice.
Yeah, practice. Would it be good for TBEX?
So you were the guinea pig.
Yes, but it ended up very well. Everything was perfect.
Yeah. So you had a good trip here.
Yeah.
We went to Nafpali. We went and drank some great wine. I know you went to Agamemnon's castle, which I saw before. I didn't see on this trip. And then you went some other places I didn't go.
Yeah. They did a really, really nice 3 or 4 days for us, and we saw a lot.
So, Ivan, what's the name of your blog?
Bengeri.com.
Is it in Croatian or English?
It's in Croatian, and I started it 9 years ago.
9 years.
Wow.
He's a pretty big deal in Croatia, by the way.
I've heard the rumor.
I was talking to some guys from the tourist board, first Zagreb. And what's the region for Zagreb? Is it also called Zagreb?
Zagreb County.
Yeah. So I went and spoke to them at a conference, and I said, I met this blogger, Ivan, on a fam trip, and he said we should come to Croatia. And the guy goes, and I go, his name's Ivan. He goes, Ivan Bengeri. I know him. Blah, blah, blah. He's here right now. His accent wasn't like that, of course, but
no.
I said, yeah, that's the guy. He goes, oh yes, I know him very well. And he's a big deal in Croatia. Like, okay, so, and then he introduces me to the person at the region, and then they introduced me to the National Tourist Board. I'm like, oh, Ivan's a good connection, man.
So Croatia's on the table for a future TBEX?
Well, I mean, it's one of those dream destinations for us. We would love to go there, but all we did was say hello so far. I don't want to tease anybody.
But I know you say hello to a lot of people, Rick.
Yes,
in a lot of countries. So, yeah. 9
years you've been doing the blog.
Yes.
How did it start? Did you travel first and then start the blog, or do you do it at the same time?
Yeah, I traveled first. Actually, I had, let's say, a normal 9-to-5 job till 2013. Then I started some internet marketing projects which were not related with travel, and because of those websites I started to earn some money, and that's why I decided to quit my job. Since then I am location independent, so I started to travel in 2013, and maybe a year after I decided maybe I should try with a blog because, of course, people from other countries, even in Croatia, started doing so. So I tried. And first, I didn't have any idea how big it can become. And now, a few years after, it's one of the most popular travel blogs in Croatia. And recently, I also started a small travel agency, which because some people would like to travel with me, they like my style, and I like it where it brought me after a few years.
So you're going to book tours where bring people from Croatia with you to other parts of the world?
Yes, and mainly those people are interested in topics I cover, which is history, religion, and of course gastronomy.
That's right. Ivan knows quite a bit about history and religion. We talked about some things on the fam trip. He knew a whole bunch of stuff about the region. Yeah. So did you take any history classes in school or in university or just a hobby for you?
No. I studied philosophy and religious science. So it's like
he's a Renaissance man.
Yeah, it's connected with history. And I think the educational system in Croatia, also in a high school, is really good. So during the history classes, we learn a lot about especially Greek history, Greek mythology, and so on.
Is this one of your favorite countries to visit?
Yes, I would say. But before the trip in December we had, I visited only Athens, Corfu, and Santorini. So
okay.
Peloponnese is something I really looking forward to explore more and maybe bring groups.
It's very much like me. I've been to Athens more time than I can even remember, and a few islands as well. But it's my first time in this region. So, and I'm from Denmark, and I love it here.
And it's so close to Athens.
It is,
actually.
yeah, exactly.
It's so close, and there's so much history here. It's unbelievable. Like, you know the history, but you didn't know, or at least I didn't know where it was geographically in relation to the country.
Same with me. I know the story, I know the mythology, know the places, but and actually it's so close to Croatia, it's an hour and a half flight from the capital, from Zagreb to Athens. So it's very close.
Aegean flies there?
Yes, 3 times a week now.
Yeah.
The blog, is there a specific focus on that? Are you going everywhere or?
Yes, I travel a lot, and I when I visit some country or some region, I try to cover topics which are in the point of my interest.
How many countries have you been to, Ivan?
I don't count, but I would say around 80 maybe.
Very good. How's that rack up with you there, Pale?
I'm at 117.
117. He's trying to go to every country in the world. So
let's see where that goes.
Good luck. But
yeah, I still have a long way to go. And
I like repeating. So there are many countries I've been.
Exactly.
So you like Greece. What are your other favorite countries?
From Europe, Italy, because of the food. Usually people think it's just
also
pizza.
History for you.
Of course, pizza, pasta, but there's such a big variety of other.
Seafood there is incredible. Yeah.
Meat
is incredible. The cheese there is incredible.
Yeah. And I like Southeast Asia. I've been to the Philippines a few times, to Vietnam. Sri Lanka is one of my favorites.
Often a TBEX sponsor. We love Sri Lanka.
Yeah. Namibia and Brazil. I would stay there.
But it's very difficult when we get the question, because I get that all the time. What's your favorite country? And it's like,
I would say Philippines.
Philippines.
Yes.
Another TBEX host. We love the Philippines.
And for me, it's South Africa.
Pale loves South Africa.
Yeah.
I've never been.
So you should come to TBEX in October.
I hope I will come.
Yeah.
Really.
I went, Ivan, to Amsterdam 18 years in a row.
I remember you told that.
Yeah, one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Amsterdam.
You have to go.
Just at the airport many times.
Well, Ivan, this is your first time to TBEX. What's your impression?
I must admit, I knew what to expect, but it's much more now after 2 days. Luckily I knew a few people from before, from some fam trips or press trips. Also the speakers are really great. I met so many new people in the industry, so I think the benefits are really, really good for me.
Well, Ivan, thank you for coming. We really appreciate having you here. And look forward to seeing you at the next TBEX.
Thank you very much.
And I hope that you succeed in doing some lobby work so we can get to Croatia, then, because that would be great. So it's been more than a handshake.
And I hope we will have in next few years TBEX in Croatia.
Well, we will work with you to help make that happen, Ivan.
You can count on that.
All right. Cheers.
And that was the last interview from TBEX Europe 2023 in Kalamata, Greece. And we can't wait to see you in a few days in TBEX North America in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, where Rick and I will record a lot more episodes. My name is Palabo. See you in a few days.
You've been listening to Travel Matters, the official podcast of TBEX. This episode of Travel Matters was hosted by TBEX CEO Rick Calvert and Radio Vagabond Palabo, and produced by radioguru.co.uk. See more about upcoming TBEX events on tbexcon.com. You can follow Palabo on theradiovagabond.com.